The days are getting longer. That means February is right around the corner. That makes me very happy. Today, we're going to be doing our February plan with me. So stick with me and I'll show you how I do it. Well, hi everyone, this is Crystal from A Crystal Clear Life, where we focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. And today, I want to continue with my 2024 planner in OneNote. I want to show you how I'm going to set up February and review with you the way that I've been creating my daily pages lately. A couple of things that I want to talk with you about as we set up our February section in our planner. So let's jump right into the computer and we will get started right away. Okay? All right. Well, as you can see here on my screen, I am still in the month of January. And what I did actually before I even started using January, what I did is I went in and I made a copy of the entire section and sent it over to February because I know January goes just like that. And I was trying to save myself some time. So if I jump over here to February, I'll show you the pages that I just simply copied and took forward, okay? All right, so let's start here with the inbox. Looks very much the same as it does the beginning of every month, a nice blank slate. Then if you go to my dashboard here, you still see I have some January things on there that we will clean up here in just a bit. Moving on to my February health and habits, it's a blank slate ready to go. My meal planner is also a blank slate ready to go. My daily template, also, I've taken the month out, cleaned it up a little bit, and it is ready to go. Moving on down into my weeklies, here's week 1 and week 2, and so on and so on. There's week 4. They all look exactly the same. Here's my notebook template. And then here is a reflections page that I added at the end of January too. And so I went ahead and put that in my February section. Okay. Now, what I want to do here is I just want to show you how I took that section and copied the entire thing before I do anything else to January. This is kind of a stripped down or minimalist kind of model of my particular notebook, okay? So what I'm going to do is we might as well go ahead and set up March while we're here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to February and I'm going to click on the entire section up here and you see lots of things come up. One of the things that I want to do is I want to do copy or move, okay? Now, when I click on copy or move, it is going to come up and say, well, where do you want to put that? Well, I'm just going to have it put it in my life planner that I'm using for 2024. And when I say make a copy, it is going to copy all of these pages, okay? So let's see what happens. And there you see, magically appears on my screen, February 2. If I go and click on February 2, you see here is all of that same information. There's my inbox. There's my dashboard. There's my blank health and habits. Here's my blank weeklies, and so on and so on. You know that this is an exact copy because even those extraneous pages like my Valentine's Day budget that I got from the Budget Mom is also in this section. So what I can do to get this ready for March is I'm going to go up here to the section name and I'm going to rename it. And instead of it being February 2, I'm going to now call that March. Okay. I'm going to change the section color. March for me is always green. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to delete that page of the Valentine's Day budget because I don't need that. And I also don't need this notes page that I put in there on checkered papers. So I'm going to delete that one as well. And the reflections page, when I get to March, I will rename these as appropriate, okay? All right, so quick and easy, just wanted to show you how you can go ahead and set up multiple sections at a time if you want. At this point, I could go ahead and do this for every section of my planner if I wanted to. I could go ahead and do April, May, June, all the way through to December, okay? I'm somebody that doesn't like to do that because I often change things as I get going. As the seasons change and my days change, I will make changes in my planner, okay? But what I did do is I did make a copy over here and I called it the basic month, okay? So if I go click on that basic month, again, you see it is the exact same, okay? So in the future, if I want to, I can just simply go here to this basic month, copy it just like I did February, and make it a new month, saving me time and energy. I think that's a great thing, and I wanted to share that with you. If you have been following me for any length of time, you know when I started this 2024 planner, I did a very slow, in-depth, step-by-step process for how I was setting this planner up. If you like the look of this planner and you think, you know what, I'd like to create one for myself, I will leave a link to the entire playlist up above and in the description box below so that you can go and check it out. In the beginning, I started with a very basic notebook format that you see here with the spiral on the side and the dark green background. And we have built this notebook page by page, section by section, as we have gone through. Okay, so this February Plan With Me will also be in there because there are other tips and tricks that I just showed you, like creating a whole section and copying that, that will be important for you to know in the future. Okay, now let's get back to this dashboard in February and we will take a look at what needs to be fixed there. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to get rid of the month that was existing, and I want to go to my long-term calendar, which is over here in my year-long section. Again, there's a video on that that I'll link up above. And what I do here is this is for my long-term planning. So I go ahead and add anything in here that is happening coming up. I don't have a lot going on at the moment, which is kind of nice. I kind of like that. So what I really need to do here is just highlight this entire month, and I'm going to right click and say copy, and I'm going to take that back to February. And I like to paste on the side so that things don't move around. So I'm going to do that, and then I will drag it into place right there. Okay, I can make it a little bit wider so I have a little bit more space to write those events that come up, like so. And one of the things that I have chosen for the month of February is the decor, and that's important to know at this point so that when I do any table shading, I can match that decor, okay? Last fall, I bought an entire sticker set from DCP Digitals, and it was called Cozy Cat. And Cozy Cat had tons and tons of these cute little cats in it, doing all kinds of things with all kinds of colors. But it was designed, I think, primarily as maybe an October kind of set, but I think it will work for February as well, okay? Now, down here in the very bottom corner, you see the hex codes that came along with this set of stickers. So I can actually match my table shading exactly to these hex codes, okay? So let's see. Yeah, I think that's going to look really good. Okay, now let's go back to that dashboard, and I want to show you up here how I get my pages to coordinate with my sticker sets, okay? There is up here on my quick access toolbar, there is something called table shading that's right here. A faster way to get to it is to have it on the quick access bar up here. Again, I have a video about that if you would like to check out how to create this bar at the top. You also could go to your table menu and you could do table shading from here like this, or you simply could highlight what you want, right click on it, go down to table, choose shading, and get that same kind of box, okay? So there's at least 3 different ways to do it. For today's purposes, I am going to use my quick access bar up here, and I want to go down to more colors. And at more colors, I'm going to insert that hex code number down here at the bottom. So the first one for the twilight was AB9 DB4. And that comes up with that pretty purple color there. Okay, and now what happens is you'll see that my little icon has that purple underneath of it. If I go in and highlight those 2 rows and then hold down my control key and highlight those 2 rows and the control key again and highlight those, control and highlight, and click this purple, they're all done at one time. Okay, so another fast and easy tip. Okay, great. Now, let's move over to this January in the garden. We need to get rid of that because we need to replace that with February. Again, in my long-term section over here, I have my Master Gardener list, and here is February. So we're going to copy that and move it forward. The garden planner, I downloaded a Master Gardener list from the state of Maryland because that happens to be a list that I liked, and the zones were appropriate for the zone that I live in. So I use that as my baseline, and then I build my chores for my garden based on that particular list, okay? And I can see from last year that I had already checked keeping the bird feeders clean. I forgot to empty that one out, so let's do that. And we can change our font color if we would like. Let's do that. And let's do that more color and try and get that other color, which was the pinkish color. So the pinkish color from the hex codes was F7CBC1, and that gives me that color. And now I have February in the garden. That is very light, so if we put a highlight behind it, that might work. Let's do this gray and see if that works. That might still be a little hard for you guys to see, but it is all right for me, okay? All right, now what I can do is I can start using some of these stickers. Let me show you. I have the entire set of these Cozy Cat stickers. Here are some that are in my life planner that I thought were really cute today and September and that kind of thing. There are also all of these stickers. I told you it was a big set, right? So there are all of these stickers. And all I did is I went through and picked out some of the things that I thought that I might use for February. And the way that you do that is you simply click on the ones that you want. So let's say we want, let me zoom in here so you can see a little bit better. Let's say we want this cute cat and we also want this cute cat. So I'm going to click on that one, that highlights it. I will control and click on that one. And let's pick one more just so you can see how this works. Control and click on this cat with the camera, and then I say copy, okay? Then when I go back to my 2024 Life Planner, into my February section, again, I always like to paste on the side, and you see all of those graphics come in. Then I can simply click on them and move them into place, okay? All right, let's get him in there, and let's get him in there. All right. Now, of course, because they are graphics, and you guys know this, you can change the size like so if you would like. Okay? All right. Now, we also need the word February, and I do have some stickers that are months. So, months of the year. We can look at these. And I always like this one. I always like this set of months, and I use it a lot. And so I'm going to use it again this year. And take that back, and we will paste on the side. And then we have February. Okay. So we'll put that in there. Now, I like to create, a little vignette for February. It is Valentine's Day, so maybe I want to, let's make another copy of this one, and we'll do some working space out here. And then maybe I want to put this cat with a heart. No, let's have this cute cat peeking up. We'll copy him, Control C to copy, and we'll paste him, Control V over here. Maybe we'll put him peeking up. How does that look? There you go. Let's move him up just a little bit so that we get the rest of those letter tops. So we know that's an A. That's cute. And then let's add some of these little hearts. So I will make a copy of that one and paste. Oops, squished him. Undo. Put that up there. Send that to the background. There we go. And maybe we want to do this pink heart. We'll kind of put that one out here to the side. And again, send to background. There we go. He's just kind of cute with his little snowflakes. What else? Is there anything else I want to put up there? I don't think so. I think that looks cute just the way it is. All right, and then what I do is I draw a giant box around everything by clicking my mouse and holding it down. That selects everything. I control copy, and then I come down here, and when I hit paste, I do paste as a picture. That makes one single graphic. It's a lot easier. The things don't move around. I think that works a lot better, okay? So this will be my graphic for my inbox for the month of February. And again, I can put that wherever I want. And my dashboard, paste on the side, Control V, and then I can move that in place. That works pretty cute there. Health and habits, same thing. Right up there at the top. My daily template, I can do that. And if I put that there, this whole box needs to come down some. So I'll just grab that container and move it down. And that gives me room for my graphic right there. And I can make it smaller so it fits in the space that I have designated for it. And then I can move this up, okay? Now, remember, this today is just a sticker. And you saw when I did Cozy, there were some other today stickers. So let's go back and look at Cozy and look at those freebies. And there's the today sticker. I can use the one that has a little bit of orange in it, but I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to pick this dark graphic one. So I'm going to copy that one, and we will go back to our today. I'm going to highlight that and delete it, and leave my cursor there and do Control V, and that puts the big word today in there. I can make it smaller if I want. I can leave it bigger, whatever I'd like to do. Okay, if I want to center it, I can center it like so. All right, so that just kind of gets everything lined up for me there for February. All right, and then if we want to jump down to our weeklies, so here's week 1. Let me grab that February graphic again, since I did something else and it's no longer in memory. So we'll go down to our weeks and shrink that a little bit. Put it in like so. And we'll make a copy of that, Control C, and then I can put it for every single week. Paste and place. Paste and place. Week 5. Paste and place. These monthly setups do not take very long once you start getting things exactly the way you want them. But the great thing about OneNote is if you decide that you want to change something, you certainly can. And it is quick and easy to do that. Okay? All right. Then our notebook page is still the same. Our reflections will no longer be January, but will be February. All right, and if I want to put that cute little graphic in there for February reflections, I can do that. Just like so, okay? And again, if you're worried about the colors not being right, all I need to do is go up here and I can, again, choose this box and hit that purple, hit that purple. I can select a bunch of them, so I want that one, and I'm going to hold down my shift key, my control key, and I'll do all these other blue ones, and purple. If I get something that I don't want purple, like these two right here, I can say no color, and no color. Okay, so then my reflection page kind of goes along with everything else, all right? Same thing for all these weekly pages. All I have to do is go through and say, you know what, let's change that color to this most recent color, which is that pretty color I was using for February, okay? All right, let's get that other pink in here also so that we can use that for some table shading. And again, that pink color was F7, CB, C1. And there we go. Okay, so now we have that light color as well. Let's do the light color over here, and there, and there. And let's keep this one purple. So see how they come up down here in recent colors? So we'll do that one purple, all right? Then when I add things to this page, like my husband's birthday is in the month of February. So if I go back and I add a cute little graphic like this, somewhere in there, you know, it kind of all coordinates together, and I think that's really cool. All right. And let's see. So back to our dashboard. I added something new to the dashboard this month. This little newspaper here is from Pixabay, and it is a freebie. And I just kind of thought, it would be nice to put down like some news headlines, what's happening in the world. Uh, I found my grandfather's old diary, and it was a little pocket diary about this big, and he would write down the weather for the day and kind of what was happening in the world, which I thought was very interesting. So I decided for the 2024 that would be a cool thing to do. So I have started adding that little box right there as well. Okay. All right. Now I showed you when we were talking about daily pages in a previous video, I told you about, copying a page from page to page, but I'm not sure if I showed you how to set up a whole bunch of daily pages at one time. So I want to go to our daily template here, and I really have it all grayed out. It's just kind of very basic and simple. All I did was add the February list over here. Let's see if there's anything else that I want to change. I'll make this a darker purple. I think that works okay. But I wanted to show you how you can use this as a daily template and then make all of your pages really quickly, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to Insert and Page Templates, and down to Page Templates. Over here in the left-hand column, it says Save Current Page as a Page Template. I'm going to click on that button, and it's going to ask me to give it a name. Okay, and this is going to be, the year is 24, and February daily. Okay, and save that. Now, what I can do is I can go back to my dashboard that has all of the dates for February, okay? And I can highlight all of those dates in that table, and I can right-click and I can click Link to Pages, okay? Now, when I do Link to Pages, it is going to create a daily page that looks just like the daily page template that we set up. Now you asked me how do I know that that's what it's going to set up for? Well, I'm going to show you. So if I go over here to my page templates on the far left hand side, down here at the bottom it says always use a specific template. Pick a template that you want to use for all the pages in your current section. Well, if I click on that and I look at all the pages here, I can go down and find my 24 February daily page template right there, okay? And it's going to come up and prompt me and say, this is going to change the daily template. Are you sure you want to do that? Yes, I want to do that, because I can choose that template again if I want it to be something else, okay? So then I have all of these highlighted over here, and I am going to come down here to where it says Link to Pages, and what it's going to do, OneNote is automatically going to take my daily page and it is going to make a page for each of these individual pages, okay? So watch over here in the page section and see what happens. It's working. It's working. There they are. There they are. Okay. Now you can see all of the pages came up here over in the Pages section. And when I click on them, you will see that there is that exact same page that we just set up with our cute cat, our Black Today sticker, our purple words. All of that is exactly the same. Okay. So for every day of the week. So what I like to do is I like to take these pages and I like to put them under the appropriate week for that particular month, okay? So I'm going to click on page 1 and I'm going to go down to page 3 and shift and click page 3, and then I'm going to move those up under week 1, okay? But I am going to also right click and make them a subpage. Make them a subpage. so that they nest underneath of week 1. All right. And then I'll do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move those up under week 2. Right click, make a subpage. That moves them a little bit. Make a subpage. That moves them a little bit more. Okay. Now, when I click on week 1, then I know that the pages that follow week 1 are right there. Okay. And I like that. That's just very helpful for me rather than leaving all of my dailies all lumped together. Okay. So I will go through and do the rest of that really quickly. Okay, and then there we have, they're all nested in there. And I can tell from just doing the dailies that I do not need this week 6. So what I'm going to do is I am simply going to delete that page because I don't like to have extraneous pages taking up space or taking up memory when I don't need them. Okay, I think that is great. Now, when I look at all of these links over here, what I need to do is I need to get them formatted the way that I like them in my tabs over here. All right, so let me show you how I do that. Again, I like the white formatting. Okay, so I can do this, highlight that, go to Home and do Format Painter, and then I can choose the Format Painter, and I can come down here and I can highlight all of these, and that will format them in that white text that I like. Okay, now it is hard to see on this side, but I am going to copy these, so I am not worried about that at the moment. So I'm going to copy that whole row, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. Let's close our template so we have a little bit more room, and we will come out here and Control V. Get those out of the way, put those in place. All right, we can delete these. Okay. All right, so now these links will take me to page 1. All right, these are still my old links, so they are not going to work yet, but we're fixing that. Okay. And you see that some of my things moved here on my page. That happens from time to time. Things get moved around. A quick way to do that is simply to draw a box around everything, and then you simply can just pull it back up where it needs to be. Hold down your Alt key for that precise placement, and there you go. Okay? All right. I wish one of the things that they would add to OneNote is locking things in place, but they have not done that yet. So, you know, with all the other wonderful features of OneNote, I really can't complain. So let's do this. Let's put some table shading in there. I don't think I want purple. I kind of like just the holidays purple. So let's try this darker gray. See how that looks. Yep, that looks okay. Table shading. That looks okay. And why am I doing this here? Well, so that when I copy this to every single page, it is exactly correct. Okay. Okay, so now we have all of those set up correctly. So now all I need to do is copy this entire thing here. So copy, Control C, and then we're going to go back to our very top page, which doesn't have the links on the side. I don't need those. So we'll go to our inbox and Control V and move them into place if they get a little bit off. There we go. The dashboard is already done. Let's do health and habits. Control V. Certainly takes a lot less time than building those links on every single page. Okay. Now, I will tell you that I am somebody who says, well, you know, why do you need the links for the pages? Because the pages are listed right here. But I understand that some people like to do this, and they like to get rid of all of that extraneous stuff and just have their planner there. And that works, you know, that's absolutely fine. And so if you're doing that, I understand, you know, that working that way. So that's why I want to show you how to do it for each and every one. So I'm going to quickly go through and fix all of the pages here. And again, all I am doing is Control V and pasting those in the right spot. Okay? All right. I'll be right back. All right. So now I went through and added those to each and every page. So there's the weekly pages and the daily pages and so on and so on. And so you can see that I am ready to go for the month of February, okay? Just a few more things to clean up, recipes to try for February. I've already put that in there. I'm looking forward to that. It's a creamy tomato bisque soup, which is wonderful on cold days, which I anticipate a number of cold days in February. I love soup recipes. If you have a good soup recipe that you would like to share, please put it in the comments below. I would love that. I think that's great. But just to review what we've done today, I showed you how to take the entire section that you have set up and make a copy of it before you start writing in it so that you are almost set up for the week coming up. So we've already gone ahead and pre-set up a lot of things for March, not with decor and all of that, just kind of the structure, the minimal structure of your month. And I think that's great. We also went in and cleaned up our dashboard, brought over February's information from the garden and from our calendar, and then we used these numbers on the side to create our own daily template so that every day that we created looks just like this with our cute little February title and everything. Simple, 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 quick and easy to do. And, you know, I really just love getting things set up ahead of time so that I can go ahead and pre-plan things. Who knows? I might go ahead and start adding some decor to March. I'm not sure. Let me know if you enjoy these Plan With Me's. Leave me a happy face emoji down below if you like the Plan With Me videos. Or if you have other suggestions for video ideas, again, you can leave a comment down below, okay? All right, well, until next time, here's hoping that you can live a more simplified and organized life through better planning. I use OneNote. Until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.